Hey, my name is Mark Oskowitz from Tri-Gable Farm in Colchester, Connecticut, and I wanted to take some time to make a little longer video um, that goes over the cost sharing program, our shares program, our live class club offering that we've created. Um, so what I've got for you here is, let's see, there we go, there we go. It is we're going to end up looking at different aspects of this, of the what do you get and some of the details. Now that I'm going to be updating the site and getting rid of some of this text and swapping out, that goofy video and everything. But yeah, what is the class share program? It's one where you get 25 seats. So just kind of going over a little slower. Again, all the text is here. The promise of what we're delivering. You get 25 seats per share. So by purchasing one share in a class, you're buying 25 seats in that Zoom call. Now, what that does is that it offers you an expandable model. Okay, so that means that if you push this out to your folks and say, hey, we're offering this class, register with us, and you find out that there's a lot of people interested in it, you can just easily bump it up, and allow more people to join. And adjust the cost as well. We'll get into the discounts with this as well. There's further discounts beyond this. You also get a free seat for you as the organizer. You're the person who needs to make sure that this class is good and everything. So you really get 26 seats for this, and one of those seats is for you. Now, for every set of 25 that you buy, you get an extra seat for you. So that means that if you've got multiple people running a library and you happen to buy 3 shares in one particular class, that means that you get 3 extra seats for people who work at the library to check in on the class and see how it is. And they can actually interact in the chat and stuff like that. So let's go back as we look at this. The process is pretty simple. You can reserve the seats right through this website, which you're looking at right here, trigable.com, and you're going to this little bar at the top, the menu at the top, the live class club. Reserving the seats, we'll go through what that looks like. But here's an important thing, is that if you can't pay right away, or you got the friends of the library is going to be paying for it, don't worry, just set it up with me. Here's my contact information. Just reach out to me. I'll invoice you. I'll send you the information you need, or I'll send it out to your friend's organization that's going to pay for it. You control the registration. So as we get into the nitty gritty of this, and just I want you to know that I worked with lots of different libraries in designing this, and I heard them loud and clear that you can't just go, you as the host there for your patrons, you can't just be giving out their information to somebody like me. So folks who are joining these Zoom calls, they do not have to register with me. They register through you, and then I give you the link for everybody to join, and you send it out. That keeps everybody anonymous from me. And when they join the call and stuff like that, they can choose what they want as their display name. They can just make up a display name or something like that for the call. And so there is a good amount of trust. I am totally trusting you, and I know that you are an honorable person, and that you are only going to give the link out to 25 people per share, 26 really, because you got one bonus one too, for quality control. And so I trust that you're going to stay within the limits. So as we go back, I want you to see what that's going to look like. You're going to get something that looks like this for the class. And so this is a Google Doc. So when you register for the class, I email you this, and this stays updated. It's going to have any dates, likely one date for the class, unless it's a special class that has multiple dates. It'll have my contact information just in case, and it's going to have the Zoom link built right within it. And so it's going to have some reminders and stuff like that. And then afterwards, it's going to have links to any of the recordings. It's going to have the links to the presentation, to the slideshow. Yeah, that's the bonus thing, is that anybody joining these classes, you also get access to any handouts with links, live links in them, and then maybe towards the bottom some like sorry, so make a scroll here, but resources, recommended books and websites and places to go afterwards. You also get access to the any presentation that goes along with this. So if you want, if the patrons wanted to like watch this afterwards or scroll through or see something in detail, they're going to have access to that. So that's all embedded within one document. See, I really took a lot of time thinking through this. I'm a teacher, and when I pass out information to my students at school, I need it to be concise, and I need it to be easy to access for all types of learners. So I'm bringing that way that I've worked in COVID and teaching 8th grade students to you, an easy way of disseminating information. So when you register for the class, I'm going to email you a few things, but they're all going to be in one email. One of them is going to be this like Zoom links document. So if we go back to that, this is one of the things that you're going to get. And you're going to get a link to that. You're also going to get a link to an easy advertising document, meaning I'm going to put together a description that you can cut and paste. I'm going to give you some other things that you could use. I'm going to give you pictures, maybe some other stock pictures that I have that you can use in advertising this. So I realize that that you're busy and that you've got things to do, and creating promotions and letting your patrons know is a tough thing to do, especially if you've got to like compose a paragraph or something, a description. So I try to do that for you for every class. And so when you register for the class, you're going to get the Zoom links for your patrons to pass on. You're going to get that easy advertising document, and everything. The nice thing about these docs is that they are always updated. So they're Google Docs. So in that Zoom links document, if I mess up, if I attach the wrong link, here's the great thing, is that you passed it on to your patrons already. They registered with you. They came to your front desk, they emailed you, they whatever, and they said, hey, I want to join that mushroom growing class. And so you got their information, you keep that private, and you get their email address. You email them the Zoom links document, and then they automatically always have the most up-to-date version. So if I make a mistake on my end and I attach a wrong link or something, here's the thing, is that it's a Google Doc. It's always live and available online. There's never any you got to download it now kind of thing or print it off. No, it's meant to be clicked on. And so we click on that document and it's always going to be the most up-to-date version. So if I had to edit it, bam, the edits are going to be in there. So I had that happen, just with one class. I had a typo in there, and so I changed it, and now everybody's got the updates. And all you had to do as the the director is just to email out those who registered that one link, and then they have the links for the live session and the recordings and the handouts and the presentation. It's all in there. I'm really trying to give you a lot of value and a lot of ways to reach out and to teach different types of learners. So definitely there's a Zoom presentation that happens live that everybody has access to, but not everybody's going to want to tune in live and meet with that. So that's why I'm also going to give you access to the recording for that for at least 30 days. I'm not going to be super strict and be 30 days, the video's gone. But I want to guarantee at least with a 30-day window. Now, what happens with that? This is the great thing, is that in our pilot program is that we had people register for these Zoom classes, but it might not have hit the total of the 25 that the library had paid for. But the library could keep advertising and say, hey, we still have seats for this. We still have seats for this, and give out those seats. So if they had maybe 25 people sign up and register for the class, but they still had 5 seats left, I'm trusting that you within that time, you have at least 30 days where you can farm that out and offer that to your patrons beyond the initial day of the presentation. And I think that's a way that I can offer value again in this program, is that if people work different hours during the day, or not available, or maybe something comes up and they have to leave, or maybe they're a different type of learner and need to watch a video over and over or go back to something. There's a lot of value in doing this remotely versus doing these one and done live presentations. And I'm trying to make it easy for you to have access to everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back. So that was the introduction to a lot of the what do you get with this. And now what I want you to see is I want you to see what this looks like. Sorry. As we look through all those things, the easy out of I want you to see what it looks like to register for some of these. So we got the what does each class come with, the advertise. So we've got all of these things. Here's our master calendar. Just keep scrolling down through this and you'll see that we've got classes loaded all the way through 2022, because I know that you have to plan way ahead. And I tried to make it so that each class was offered a couple times, once kind of sooner now in 2021, and then once later in 2021 or 2022 as we go out. Now there's also discount codes, meaning if you really get into this and you want to support us, or if you have a large organization, or oh my gosh, let's think about this. Let's say you are working together with other neighbor libraries. You've got a little consortium going on. You can all work together and say, all right, we're going to work together to get like 10 shares, and they're going to be for different classes on different dates and stuff like that. Here's the thing, is that if you commit to me and commit to buying these shares up front, then I reward you with discounts. So really it is one of those things. The more you buy, you get to these different levels of getting the cost down. So here's the thing, is that the cost per person is $5 or less just from the beginning. And that's a great pricing format anyway. With those 25 seats, it's $5 or less per person anyway. Now, adding the discounts onto that, let's just look at this, is that I've got the math all here. Again, I'm a math teacher. And if you get for 5 or 8 shares, again, mixing and matching different classes and the numbers and stuff like that. And again, maybe you have a class that it turns out it's very popular. You can kick in and register with these different discount codes. And it brings the cost per person down. So yeah, work together with other groups. Work together with your friends of the library to maybe pitch them several classes all at once that you want to register for, thus getting the cost per person down. So what I mean is that maybe you register for 5 different classes, 1 share of each class. That then brings you to this price of $99 for each of those classes. So that'd be about $500 there. But you're getting the number of seats that you're getting across all of those is now discounted $25, or really $26 per class you're saving. So it's right there, the savings really kicks in. Now, the classes that we're offering, again, I'm hoping to work with other people, but let's just look at what this looks like to register for class. So let's say you're like, yeah, you know what, let's do a little fly tying or some watercoloring. You click on one of these. And so here's how you add it to your cart. It's as simple as looking at the date you want and going, oh, okay, it's offered Thursday, July 15th. And Wednesday, January 3rd. Okay, I think we could do this July 1. All right, it's at 7 o'clock. Okay, great. So you come over here and just in the pull down menu, you just select the date you want. Okay, you select the date you want, you add it to your cart. And then what you can do is go to the checkout. Just go to the checkout over here and look at, go to your cart and take a look at everything here. And what you can do is that you can adjust these. You can look at each one of these and maybe adjust them up or down or whatever. And you can see how you can just play around with the discount codes. You can play around with adding different amounts of classes and stuff like that while you're here in this cart. So, I mean, altogether, I hope you see the value in this. COVID has forced us to try to present classes in a different way. And yes, live classes are going to be great, but we all know that as we keep going through this, there's going to be a chunk of the population that's still not comfortable coming in for live sessions. And we're going to be leaving them out if we keep going with live sessions. I really think that the format has completely changed from here on out. It'd be great to keep doing live sessions, in-person sessions, but a live Zoom session, what I found is that people leave and they are saying, thank you, this was such a great presentation, oh my gosh. Like, I check in at the end and say, did anybody fall asleep? And people are like, nope, we're still here, nope, we're here. Oh, this is great. And I have people like contacting me afterwards, just letting me know how much fun they had in the presentation. I hope that you see through this. I'm an engaging person. Most of the classes are taught by me. As we expand this, if this is successful, I want to bring in other talented folks and invite them to teach classes in this same model. So thank you so much. Please support it. Make this happen more and more and more by supporting each class. Thank you. Bye.